What's up, guys? This is week 2 of my modified Coan deadlift program, leading up to the push-pull meet that we'll be hosting at my gym on December 20th. On the books for today is a double at 555 pounds. I don't remember what the percentage is. I think that's like 85% of the 650 deadlift that I'm looking to hit by the end of this year. Everything felt really good today. I used the wider hand position that I found worked best for me during my speed sets from last week. And I was doing some practice on my warm-up sets here. That's why I kept everything a little bit lower reps, because I was trying to find a good groove before getting to my work set with regard to hand placement, locking in the lats, and then also seeing if I can get a little bit of momentum from the dipping of the hips to initiate the pull. So you can see a couple things that are a little bit different than my normal setup as far as when I brace, when I bend down to reach onto the bar, and then when I actually initiate the pull. So all those things came together pretty well. This is my top work set here. Definitely pulled it smoother than I did earlier this year, and I'm about 15 or so pounds lighter than when I was working around these numbers earlier this year. So definitely happy with this progress here. Did a pretty decent job of staying behind the bar, although I think I could have benefited from being maybe another inch, half inch to an inch back with my setup as far as proximity to the bar. But whatever, I'll take that into next week's work. I was glad that it felt smooth. The speed sets, on the other hand, felt like shit today. I was exhausted. Working with 8 triples here at 430 pounds of bar weight, and I kept the 40 pounds of chain. That way I'm still progressing the amount of weight that I'm bringing off of the floor. Technically, these are all fine. There's nothing that felt off about them. It's just heavy and was pretty exhausting pulling what's essentially 470 pounds at the top 24 times after my main work. So what started out as every minute on the minute was ending up closer to the 90-second mark as far as rest periods between these sets. But what was nice is I was able to keep form throughout pretty much every set and get a nice strong lockout from the hips. So these were really difficult today. I ended up having to spend some time on the floor afterwards, just kind of catch my wind again before going into my accessory work. So this is definitely one of the harder sessions that I've had in the last few months, but still enjoying the program. So after this, because I was so exhausted, I made a couple of changes to my accessory work. I hit the stiff legs. I kept the same 320 pounds from last week, but what I did is I actually brought the mats over and pulled from a 3/4 inch deficit rather than increasing the weight, which I'm glad I did, because the third set was definitely a good amount of work to get up towards the last few reps. So I think I'm going to follow the same train of thought next week. I'll add 2 mats. That way I'm pulling from a little bit bigger deficit, but I keep the weight about the same. Next week I'll be pulling 585 for a double as my main work set. So yeah, see, this one was harder than the work set today. But yeah, I want to probably work with these from a little bit bigger of a deficit and just let the added intensity from the main work sets and then also the speed sets increasing by another 5%, I believe. I'd have to check my spreadsheet. Let that be the main increase in workload for next week. So lower back was pretty tired after all of these sets. I did keep the reverse hyper afterwards, although I did add 2 plates to it. So I worked the reverse hypers at 270 pounds as opposed to whatever 90 pounds less than that is. I can't do the math fast enough. And these all felt good. And then I worked with an underhand grip pull down and then just a seated cable row for my upper back accessory work today. So getting through the accessories was definitely a challenge. glad that I made those couple of changes. We'll see how I'm feeling next week as far as fatigue after my main work set, so I may keep these same couple of exercises, or I may change them if I feel like it, but they still address the same weak parts and body parts. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. If you haven't done it already, connect with me on Facebook and Instagram. And if you are interested in any of the programs that we have at the gym, or you would like to come check out the Deadlifts for Dornbecker's event on December 20th, be sure to check out our website at www.savagegym.com. Take care.